we had Alissa Flash and Traci, and this was something else.
This was stupid.
Alissa comes out, and she wrestles Traci, and she starts working over her right arm. Working over a body part. And Tanae's like, you guys might not know this, but Traci had this, she didn't want this mentioned on TV, but Traci has had, she's been handicapped, her right arm. Her right arm has been handicapped since birth, I believe he said. And I thought, well, that's nice you mentioned it on TV, even though she didn't want that mentioned ever. So Alissa works over the arm, and then puts her in an arm bar for the submission. And it's just like, it's just amazing to see, like, this match. Two women having, like, kind of a Japanese-style match, working over a body part, finishing with a Fujiwara arm bar, in the middle of a show that just saw the preceding complete and utter bullshit. It was, like, surreal. Just in the Twilight Zone, this segment was. So, yeah, and then afterwards, for, like, absolutely no good reason, Traci beat her up afterwards, after losing.
Mm-hmm. It was really amazing.
Traci had to get her no heat back, I like to say.
It was really amazing because, Right, Tanae casually mentions this birth defect that Traci allegedly had to her right arm and shoulder or whatever, and Taz was like, really? I didn't know that. And then he talks about how Alissa Flash is targeting the bad arm. Then he said, this is crossing the line. He suggested that Alissa Flash was committing some sort of moral offense by attacking a body part. Like it was her fault Traci has a bad arm. So she works over the arm with perfectly legal tactics, holds, and strikes. She applies a horrible Fujiwara armbar for the finish. The crowd's like, what the fuck was this we just saw? Then Traci afterwards beat her up and cursed a lot, and the crowd booed vociferously. Well, duh. You just got beaten savagely and then sneak attacked her.
I thought you were going to say, well done, TNA.
Oh, well done, TNA.
I'm not sure. I think Traci was supposed to be a babyface. You'd never know watching this. Or maybe she was a heel. She was yelling at the people when she came out. So I guess this was a heel versus heel scientific match, where one of the heels was sympathetic because she was handicapped since birth.
And they broke no rules.
This place is awesome.
This show.
Then we had Jay Lethal.
This show.
Jay Lethal had challenged any legend to a match.
8 of them came out.
They were all in Jim Neidhart's belly.
Yes. I think he ate Vader.
He's really fat, everyone.
He is. We're sitting there watching this show, and we knew it was Jim Neidhart. They showed his pink and white boots before the commercial, so we knew he was coming out here. He came out, and I just bellowed.
You screamed.
You know the noise that we have the drop of? It's from the Kennedy match where I just go, oh, for a long time?
Yes.
I did it again. I could not believe how fat this guy was.
It gets better. He's got this giant protruding stomach just hanging over his pants. And he throws one backdrop, the first move of the match, mind you. And the crowd chants, "You've still got it."
Their standards are so low.
I've never said these words before, but I would love to have a match in the Impact Zone. This is the easiest crowd I've ever seen. And I've worked in Portland. Think about that. Yeah. I thought that was the easiest crowd in the history of the world.
No.
These people are even easier. So he doesn't still have it, everybody.
Let's
be honest.
It's gone.
They had a horrendous match. They missed every spot that's ever been made in pro wrestling. And then Anvil suddenly just gives him a short power slam for the pin. This was the most unintentionally hilarious Impact segment
I cackled
in a long-ass time.
Jim Neidhart, in 2009, in his Impact debut, pinned Jay Lethal clean.
Not just his debut, his one and only match, I believe.
I'm sure he's gone forever.
This was amazing.
This is the story of the Jay Lethal Challenging Legend segments. He's going to lose to old men every week.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to make us care and get him over.
Yeah. It's going to build to something big, Vince. That's what they say.
There was a spot here where...
These people don't have any idea what they're doing.
I don't know what happened or whose fault this was, but there was an Irish whip, and I think it was supposed to be reversed, but it wasn't, or something. But the end result was Jay Lethal, 180 pounds of him, whipping 700 pounds of Jim Neidhart across the ring. Yeah. Let me tell you something. WWE can no longer claim that Big Show is the world's largest athlete. Jim Neidhart has to weigh more than him. So this
was bad.
I was shocked at Jim Neidhart's physical condition. I was appalled by the match. I was in tears laughing at the finish. And then Jim Neidhart had the audacity on national television to pull his straps down.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what to say.
Perhaps Natalia is going to have a little brother soon because he looks like he's going to give birth.